All right, welcome everybody. Glad you could make it. So you want to look at how all this is possible, how you're going to keep your 100% commissions, produce your own leads, control your lead costs, build your agency in 1/10 the time, data mine for unlimited amount of leads, create webinars, sales funnels, how to really build and grow your agency and keep a lot more of your money, much more of your money, and make a lot more faster. And the PowerPoint is talk. Here's a little bit of the show behind it, and just to show you really how simple and how powerful these tools really are for you to use. So let's say we're looking at final expense customers, final expense, right? So let's say we're going to go to the broadcasting platform, click go to broadcast, and of course you can do this with any type of insurance, and we're going to create a final expense voice broadcast. Type in final expense, description, final expense, right? Caller ID name. You want to put, I would put your name in there or wherever they're going to be calling back. No surprises. Just be honest and upfront with people. Caller ID number, I'm going to put in this 866 number for training purposes, but the reality is you're going to want to put in a local number. People tend to call those back more, and more calls will go through because they won't be blocked by phone companies or carriers that maybe block 866 or 888 or 800 numbers. So let me go ahead and put this in there again for training purposes. And if you could see, this is the transfer to number because the message will say press 1 to be transferred to an agent. So that'll transfer to. If that number is busy, then you can put in a backup number. If it's just you, you put in both numbers. Dial rate is how many calls you want going out per hour. So if you're working by yourself, maybe you only want a few hundred to 500 calls going out per hour. If you got more people working, you'll want more calls, depending on how long the calls take. If they only take a few minutes or a second to call, you're just setting appointments. Maybe you can take more calls, but you could set it up all the way to 10,000 calls per hour. So the sky's the limit, just depending on how many people you want to reach and how fast you want to reach them. Play the numbers game as well. The more people you put in there, the more numbers you put in there, the more people you're going to reach, the more people you're going to have to close. And you can put how many agents you have working. So for right now, we'll put 1. I'm going to put the dial rate at 500. You can set this up to leave a message as well. I'm not going to leave a message for this demonstration because if you're calling out seniors and there's a call, it takes them a while to get to the phone. They don't pick up the phone. They see the number. A lot of times they're just going to call back and see what it's about. You can give them your pitch and try to close those deals. I mean, you're going to get a lot of people calling back just because they've seen the number on their caller ID. The other thing is you can set the time on this so the calls won't start until 9:30 a.m. And we'll say for seniors, we don't want them to go past 3:30 because that's when everybody, grandkids and everybody else comes home and distracts them, and they need quiet and be able to take their time to get through an application over the phone. You can look at all this, make sure it's good. Again, voicemail if you want them to leave a message key, all that, depending on the message. But we have pre-recorded messages already for final expense for you. And again, you'll be able to tweak them and change them for yourself. So we're just going to leave it simple like this for the training. So now I've hit add phone cast. So there it is. Next thing I'm going to do is add the sound. So add a sound file for final expense, right? Final expense. And again, we're going to provide you with some files that you can upload that are already pre-recorded to get you started right away on your own. If you don't want to use your own voice or you're apprehensive about creating your own, you're going to have some for life, health, auto, business. You'll have some pre-recorded, and you're going to have the scripts as well that you'll be able to close. And I'll connect you with the carriers that have phone applications, so you can do it right over the phone. Some will want you to set an appointment, go out to their home. Others you'll be able to do right over the phone, even out of state. You'll be able to get your out-of-state license. Something like New Mexico's only $35. Alabama's maybe $60, and send out messages there and close deals all over the country. It's really that simple. So uploading the file is as simple as browsing and downloading the file, but I want to do a recording over the phone just to show you how easy that is as well. So I'm going to have this call this number here. And show you how simple this is. All you got to do is dial the number you want the call to come in at, and you're going to hear the phone ring. Here in a second. There it comes. Hi, this is Vince from Vince Insurance calling because we have a new final expense product that doesn't require a physical. Press 1 to hear more, or press 2 to be put on the do not call list. So you guys got the idea. You get a playback right there. So you know that the recording's good. If you want to hear it again, you can send it to yourself again. But for training purposes, I'm just going to say that's okay. I obviously would probably do a better job than that when when that came in or when I was setting that up. But all I would have to do is hit set broadcast selection, copy sound file to voice broadcast, and there you go. That message is there. And you can see this test call. You can send yourself a test call at any time, at any number you put in there, just to double and triple check your messages. Now that you've put in the voice message, all you have to do to add contacts is that's as simple as just loading in a file. So I'm just going to load in some of these numbers here. Here we go. Phone numbers, insurance. Open. Take the phone tab. Slide it over to the phone column. There you go. Don't scrub against the do not call list for the system because it'll go against everybody who's using the system. But what you want to do is prevent duplicates in your own file, in your own campaign. Make sure you tell them you're 18. Hit upload. And bam. Refresh. Your numbers are starting to load. And then as you refresh it, more will load. You can put in 10, 20,000 numbers, increase the speed of calls per hour just by using the arrow, or you could go back and edit the properties of where we first put that in. But whenever you're ready, you already have the timer set on it. You just hit play, and when it's that time of day, it'll start, and when it's told to turn off, it'll turn off, or you can turn it off and turn it on your own. But it's really that simple to get a message out to customers and get people calling you back in, getting your own fresh leads. And think about this. It's less than a penny for a 30-second message. All the messages are less than 30 seconds by design. So do the math. 1,000 numbers, less than 10 bucks. 10,000 numbers, less than 100 bucks. You're keeping 100% commissions. All you need is 2 sales. It's 1,200 bucks. Maybe have 3 sales, make 1,800 bucks for less than $100 in lead cost. It's pretty amazing. That's talking about taking control of your career. But that's absolutely how simple it is to build a campaign, and you can do them for, depending on the customer or the product, as many as you need or as you want. And let me show you real quick something else you can do with the software. Is you can pull your own leads. Access the software from Google, Bing, Merchant Circle, Yelp, Craigslist, Backpage. Let's say you go to Merchant Circle, you're in Colorado, Denver, you have a product for everyone that sells ice cream for whatever reason. You want to sell an insurance product to all the ice cream shops and all the ice cream owners in Denver. It's as simple as putting those in. The sky's the limit. Boom, 228 ice cream shops. You do it on Google, same thing, and you'll get thousands. And you'll just produce your own leads, either email addresses and phone numbers. So the sky's the limit. I'll be back with another training on how you'll be able to build sales funnels and webinars.